Hey y'all, it's your girl Xzeria, and this week we'll be starting a new series titled Single and Waiting. I will be talking about my singleness journey in this season. I will be talking about the lessons, the blessings, the stories of just what I've learned in my singleness because I am single. And to start this series off, I want to start with a simple question. Why? Why am I single? For such a long time, I hated that question. I hated it with a passion because I would be asked it and I did not really have a true answer. There would be moments where I would be like, why do you think I'm single? I would get frustrated with that question because I was like, I don't understand. I don't know why I'm single. I don't understand why I haven't met the person. Everybody else around me is in a relationship. Why am I not in a relationship? And someone else asking me that question was kind of just making me question it more. So I know the answer now. I can firmly say and truly say that I am single because I'm waiting on my king. I am single because God still has me single and it's for a specific reason. I am single because I'm not willing to settle. I'm not willing to have a placeholder. I'm not willing to have a placeholder in my life. I don't want someone who's not the person God has for me because that's just wasting my time and wasting their time. And some time is something you can never get back. I believe in God's timing of it all. So in the singleness season, rather than just being with somebody just to say I'm being with someone, or I would rather focus on my purpose and focus on building my relationship with God. And that's what I've been doing. I have been building my relationship with God. I have been learning Him. I have been learning myself. I have been going through a healing journey. I have been going through a growing journey. And the amount of growth I've had since I have become intentionally single, because there's a difference. Before we get into this series, I want to say there's a difference between being single and being intentionally single. And I learned this through just my time with God, because before I was close to God, I was single, but I was constantly looking for somebody. I was constantly looking for the person who fit me right. I always knew in my heart of hearts that I had someone specifically out there just for me, but I didn't place God into it until I deepened my relationship with Him. And there were moments, if I'm being completely transparent, where I thought being obedient to God would get me to my husband. My husband is not the prize. Point blank, period. My husband is not the prize. He's not some amazing trophy or reward I get at the end of the race. He's not something that I get to earn from my obedience. He's not some light at the tunnel after all these years of darkness and singleness that I finally meet the man in the knight in shining armor. He's not that. He's not that. Yes, he's going to be a blessing. But I had to get my mindset away from he's this prize that I'm going to get. He is going to be someone, but he's going to, of course he's going to be someone. He is going to be a blessing to my life, but we're going to not complete each other. We should already be complete before we meet each other, but we are going to be equals. We're going to push each other, and we're going to push each other closer to purpose and push each other in purpose, and our purposes will align for each other. We're going to be like this whenever we do meet, but my obedience is not going to get me. Well, it does have a part in me meeting him, but my obedience my obedience shouldn't be just so I can meet him. And I had to take my mindset away from that. My obedience is for God. My obedience is for God's purpose that He's put in my life, that He's put for me. My obedience is so that I can be who God called me to be. God gave me a call on my life. God gave me gifts. God gave me direction. God gave me purpose. He's given me so many things, not just for me, but for Him, for His glory. Even though I'm waiting on this man, I'm waiting on Him, I should be serving Him. There's a difference. And in your singleness, you get to really spend time with God and discover your purpose. Because your purpose isn't just being a wife. and a mother. And it took some time for me to let that go. Because high school me, if I could just bring y'all back to high school me, I thought this was, and I think I said this in another video, but this was my mindset in high school. Just let me take y'all back on how much God has grown me. My mindset was, when I graduate from high school, I would go to college. And in college, I would meet my husband. And after I met my husband, we would date for a little minute. And then after we finished dating, he would propose, of course. And then after that, we would get married, maybe right after graduation. I don't know. And after that, we would have kids, and that will be my story. And that was it, y'all. That's what I thought my life would be. And God says, no, child, that's not what the purpose I gave you was. And it was through my singleness and me not meeting the guys that I liked, or when I did meet them, not being who I thought they would be or thought they should be, that I was like, okay, God, I give up. And through my surrender, that's when he really got to show me who he needed me to be, who he called me to be. And there's so much beauty in that. There's so much grace in that. There's just so much in learning who God called you to be and who God says you are, and getting rid of the things the world has put in you and allowing God to fill you up. There's an unimaginable amount of just beauty in that. And I pray that through my testimonies and through my stories and through my lessons and blessings, that you guys are able to discover that for yourselves. And that is why I'm single. That's going to kind of be the purpose of this series. I don't know how long this series is going to last, because I don't know how long my singleness season will last. I have no idea. God let me know that he's coming soon. So it may be weeks, it may be months, it may be a year. Who knows when I'll meet him and move into that next season. But for right now, I'm going to walk you through this season of my life and walk you through what he's already taught me, what he's continuously teaching me, and what maybe he'll teach me in the future while I'm walking through this. And I am excited to start this. I'm excited to walk in this with you all. I'm so excited. Especially now, because it felt like I just turned 25 a few months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago. And that's still weird to say. It's so weird to say 25, because I remember high school me. But I just turned 25. And I feel like 25 is just that, it's that year, that year where everybody you know is either getting married or engaged or having a baby. And I know there have been moments where I was like, okay, God, I am so happy for them. Look at that beautiful wedding dress. Look at that beautiful baby. Oh, but where's mine? But now I'm just in a place where I know God has my king out there, just like God has your king out there. God has the person who will love all of your quirks. And if the ones they may not like all your quirks, but they will love all your quirks. They're praying for you. They're waiting on you. They're trying to find you. I know my person is out there. I know he's out there looking for me now and praying for me now and waiting for God to bring us together. But through this time of us being apart, I can't focus on the when and the where. I can't, because I don't know when God's gonna do it. God's timing is just that, God's timing. I can't spend time trying to figure out God, because God is God. It's not for me to figure out. It's for me to be obedient. And He'll do the rest. So I trust in what he said. I trust that he has my king just like he has your king. He has your love story out there, and he will do that. Write your love story. So let God write it and focus on what God needs for you to do right now. There's a plan for your life. There's a purpose for your life. And you have a purpose. If you have not heard this week, you are beautiful. You are amazing. You have a purpose, and God loves you. And God has a purpose for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. There is a song that I have that I want to share with you guys, and I pray that you listen to it. It's a country song. I listen to all music, so you never know if it's going to be country or what, but it is such a beautiful song. I heard it this morning, and or I heard it again this morning, and it sat well within my spirit. It's titled "Waiting for You" by Russell. I think it's Russell Dickinson. I think that's how you say his name. But it's Waiting for You. Waiting for You by Russell Dickinson. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Take a moment to listen to it. Take a moment to just sit. But I do, when you listen to it, think of it from the perspective of your husband waiting on you, waiting for you. It's one of the two, waiting on you, waiting for you. I'll put it right here. And just take it from the perspective of your husband. Your husband's saying this to you whenever you do meet and you guys are together and you guys are growing in love and they're everything you're praying for. Take a moment to sit with it and just think about him saying this to you. But hopefully you enjoy the song. I pray you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on why are you intentionally single. And I really, really, really pray that through my testimony and through my walk, you can learn more about you and discover through my lessons and blessings the importance of singleness. I'll see you all back here next week. As always, this is me, authentically, and have a great week, y'all. Bye!